What's up guys, welcome back to another video here at Achieve Academy, and today we'll be going through forming and solving equations. Stick around to the end because I promise you it is this easy. The learning outcomes for today's lesson will be to understand the relation of areas and perimeters of shapes along with angles around a point, and to solve exam questions based on forming and solving equations. At grade 4 level, you are expected to know how to form an equation when given variables and expected to apply knowledge of other areas of maths to solve them. In this lesson, we will focus on forming and solving equations when given shapes and angles, and how to answer the question in the exam. Usually, when we are asked to form an equation based on forming and solving equation questions, it is based on knowledge of area perimeters or angles. You will have to make sure you have a good understanding of these topic areas to attempt these questions, so it is a good idea to revise them together. Now, let me show you an example of a forming and solving equation question. Here we have a rectangle. It has sides of 5 and 3x plus 2, with an area of 40 centimeters squared. Josh wants to know the perimeter of this rectangle. He knows the area equals 40 centimeters squared. What is the perimeter of the rectangle? So, Josh must first work out the value of x. He can work out the value of x by rewriting the equation for area. As he knows, base times height equals the area. So, 5 times 3x plus 2 equals 40. He expands the bracket to get 15x plus 10 equals 40. He minus 10 from both sides to get 15x equals 30, to get the value of x to 2. He then subs in 2 to 3x plus 2, so 3 times 2 plus 2 equals 8, and the perimeter is adding all the sides together, so 5 plus 5 as their equal, 8 plus 8 as their equal on opposite sides, to get the answer of 26. These will be the sort of things you'll have to find out when answering forming and solving equations. Once again, it's that time to have a go at our Maths Genie exam questions, with the link down below in the description. Have a go, pause the video and unpause. So, we are told that the lengths in centimeters of the side of the triangle are 3x minus 5, 2x minus 1, and x plus 1. Part A asks us to write down an expression in terms of x for the perimeter of the triangle. As we know, the perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So we simply write 3x minus 5 plus x plus 1 plus 2x minus 1, and this will give us our perimeter. We can then rewrite it as 6x minus 5, which is our final answer. In part B of the question, we are asked to work out the value of x when given the perimeter of the triangle equals 31 centimeters. As we know the perimeter can be written as 6x minus 5, we simply write 6x minus 5 equals 31. As we plus 5 to each side to get x on its own, we get 6x equals 36. Both numbers are divisible by 6 to get the answer of x equals 6. Our second example says, the diagram shows a right angled triangle. The area of the triangle is 294 centimeters squared. Write out the value of x. As we know, we're working out the area of the triangle is base times height divided by 2 equals your total area. So first, we would just write 3x times 4x, which is 12x, divided by 2 equals 294. We can simplify that down to 6x squared equals 294, and then both numbers are divisible by 6, so we can write x squared equals 49. And as many of you may know, x squared equals 49, square root both sides to get x equals 7. Before we go any further, it is vital you know the basics of perimeter, area, angles in a shape, and round a point, along with ratios when you're given forming and solving equations in your exams. Here are the basics you must remember. The perimeter equals the sum of all lengths, area equals base times height, or base times height divided by 2 for a triangle, angle round a point summed to 360 degrees, and interior angles of any shape equals number of sides minus 2 times 180. The last one you'll need if you're doing higher, but if you're doing foundation you probably won't need it as much, but you may be asked as your crossover questions at the end of your paper. Here are some more exam questions for you to have a go at. Have a go, pause the video and unpause. So, The first question says, the diagram shows a rectangle and a triangle. The perimeter of the rectangle is equal to the perimeter of the triangle. Find out the value of x. As we know, opposite sides in a rectangle are equal, so we simply times both sides by 2. So, 2 times 2x plus 7 plus x minus 5 times 2 equals x plus 2x plus 2x plus 11. I put it in brackets as it is more than one integer. We then simplify it down to get 6x plus 4 equals 5x plus 11. Here we then simply minus 4 from one side and minus 5x from the other to get our final answer of x equals. The second question states the diagram shows a right angle triangle. All of the angles are in degrees. Find the value of the smallest size angle in the triangle. As you know, a triangle sums to 180 degrees, and our little square there means it meets at a perpendicular, which is 90 degrees. So, we can write 3x plus 2x plus 10 plus 90 equals 180. We then simplify that to get 5x plus 100 equals 180, minus 100 from both sides to get 5x equals 80, to then get x equals 16. The question asks us to find the smallest angle in the triangle. As we know, it can't be 90 as that is the largest angle, so we have to figure out if 3x or 2x plus 10 is our smallest angle. So, we simply sub 16 into x, 3 times 16 equals 48, but 2 times 16 plus 10 equals 42. So, the size of our smallest angle is 42 degrees. Finally, let's finish off with some of the hardest questions you'll probably be asked on forming and solving equations. Have a go, pause the video, and unpause. The first question says, the size of the largest angle in the triangle is 3 times the size of the smallest angle in the triangle. The other angle is 35 degrees more than the smallest angle. Work out in degrees the size of each angle in the triangle. You must show your working. As we do not know the direct number of each angle in the triangle, we must work them out. To do this, we give the smallest angle a placeholder value of x. So, if the largest angle is 3 times this, that means the largest angle must equal 3x. And then the other angle is x plus 35. So, if we rewrite that, we then get 5x plus 35 equals 180, as triangles sum to 180 degrees. Minus 35 from both sides to get 5x equals 145, to get x equals 29. As we've worked out our value of x, we sub this value of x back into our first equation of 3x plus x plus 35 equals 180. Now, I've written it as a ratio, as you will probably have to write it as a ratio in your exams, and always write it from your smallest size to your largest size. So, x is purely 29, x plus 35 is 29 plus 35, and then 3x is 3 times 29, giving us a final of 29, 64, and 87, and that would be all your 5 marks. Question 2 says, Lucy is 3 times as old as Alex. Lucy is 7 years older than Megan. The sum of all their ages is 126. Find the ratio of Alex's age to Lucy's age to Megan's age. First, we know that Alex equals x, as he's the youngest. Lucy equals 3x, as she's 3 times older than him. And Megan is 3x minus 7, because Lucy is 7 years older than Megan. We then write the equation x plus 3x plus 3x plus 7 equals 126. Simplifying down to 7x minus 7 equals 126. Plus 7 to both sides to get 7x equals 133 to get x equals 19. We then write it in the ratio of Alex's age to Lucy's age to Megan's age, so x, 3x minus 7, we then get 19, 3 times 19, and 3 times 19 minus 7. Here it would be 19, 57, and 57 minus 7, giving us our final ratio of 19, 57, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's lesson, and I did say it is this easy. I hope this helps you in your revision for your exams. Please, if you've not already, like and subscribe, helps us out massively, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.